I'm Arianne Bellizaire, and I am zooming in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm an interior designer based right here, and I'm also the new host of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. My mom tells stories of me being a little kid, always wanting to redecorate and redesign my room and asking to paint the room different colors. My poor little sister, who shared a room with me, often had to be my helper, or she would just show up in the room and be different. She'd be like, well, okay, so now we're doing bunks. My mom didn't have a lot of money, but she got us bunk beds. So what I figured out is, okay, you have one look with the bunks and then another look when you take them down and do two twins. And so from a kid, I was practicing space planning and creativity. I just didn't know that that was a career I could pursue. My journey to design is actually a second career. My first path was really looking at communications and possibly pre-law. And I worked in the field of public relations for a while. I did a lot of communications, event planning, coalition building. And when my husband's job moved us to Texas for a new location assignment, I was home making our home a home, doing what I do, and meeting new friends who were like, can you come help me do that in my house as well? And that was the first time in my life that I realized people couldn't naturally see the right thing. They didn't know, like, that's the right shade. Like, for me, it was intuitive, but it was the first time I was confronted with people really needing another eye or help or someone to confidently do it for them. So I decided I was going to explore it. I did some trainings and certifications and attended every conference I could afford and reached out to mentors and really started to build my business organically while we lived in Houston, Texas. And also took my communication skills and paired it with my new love and passion for design and started a blog and a video series and really did a lot of work on YouTube. So that is really how I entered the field of design. And my business has grown from small projects to now we have a boutique firm in Baton Rouge because we did move back. And we take on high-end residential projects. We do large-scale commercial projects. And now we have this new TV thing. So what I will tell anyone is, one, don't discount transferable skills. I thought I've had this whole career in communication and now I'm veering off. No, I use it every day. I communicate every day. I present every day. And it's probably one of the reasons that I was able to transition into this new TV role as easily as I have. But yeah, now I feel like I'm using all of my skills to pursue this passion I have for designing and really educating people on design. It's, completely accidental, but also serendipitous. So I am a person who always takes the call. You always take the call. If someone's reaching out, whether it's a vendor or someone just who wants to just meet you and establish a relationship, my rule is I always take the call. I invested in rebranding about 2 years ago, and I hired a brand expert, Rachel Balzic. I think she just changed her name since, but she worked with me on my brand, my website, my bio, all the things. And one of the things that we really worked into my bio was aspirational language. And so I had gotten laser focused on the types of projects I wanted to work on and what I wanted to attract more of. And so we really wrote that into the way I describe my firm. And I also said, there's always been a part of this brand, my brand, that has been synonymous with the work of design, but also the education and content creation, the brand partnerships. I never want to leave that behind. So I want to keep that in my bio. And she's like, yeah, let's just say you are a media personality. And I was like, that's a stretch. She's like, no, you do YouTube? Like, it's true. And would you say you want more of that? Yes, I want more of that. Never in my wildest dreams would have been this, but it's so important to think about the intentionality and the power of words. That's why I want to share this part of the story. So she wrote and helped me craft that bio, and it lived on my website for 2 years. Last year, 2023, because now we're in 2025. She got a call from a friend, Molly, who's a publicist, who's friends with the casting company that was looking for a designer for Extreme. And Molly's friend says, look, we're looking for designers to audition. Do you know anyone? Molly's like, I don't know. Let me reach out to some friends. She sends an email. Rachel happens to be on that email list. Rachel says, Molly, I know the perfect person who should audition. And Molly's like, okay, great. Give me your name. So Molly calls me. She's like, if you're interested, they're auditioning for a show. I did not know what the show was. A show. I said, yes, I will always take the call. So I got on the call with the casting producer and did not know what I was auditioning for, probably for the best because I would have probably chickened out. But long story short, she saw something in me in that casting call. She invited me to continue on in the auditioning process. I made it all the way to the chemistry test, which was a wild ride. And then a few days later, I got a phone call saying, hey, can you be in Hutto, Texas in 2 weeks to film Extreme Makeover Home Edition? And I don't think my feet have landed since. I think I'm still dreaming because everything since has happened so fast. We did that first show thinking that it was just a special. It was a one-time thing, and ABC loved it so much they gave us a whole series. And so then we went back last fall, and I spent much of my time on the road helping to put the show together. And now we are finally rolling out for the viewing consumption all the episodes that we've done, and it's been incredible. So moral of the story is always take the call. Always take the call and bring your best. The biggest shock is that it's possible. I did not believe that it was possible. I really, really walked in very cynical because I do this work and I have had multiple projects and never one has finished in 5 days. Never one has finished on deadline. Like, despite our best, and it's not like a slight at the contractor. Things happen, right? So I just did not believe that was possible. What is similar, and I'm so grateful for where I am in my career and when this opportunity came, I had evolved in my business to really also speaking the words creative director into existence. So I no longer wanted to be attached to the actual like on the ground work and being the only one responsible for moving the needle. I was building out systems and processes in my team to take on more of that day-to-day work under my creative direction. And so to step into this role, you have to be confident in doing that because every city has a different design team that is working simultaneously and sending you information, and you have to be able to quickly grasp the ethos of it, make sure it's aligned with the vision for the family and the project, make decisions and give them the go ahead and trust that they've got it. So there's no micromanagement. It would not be possible to micromanage each design team in each location if we wanted these projects to get turned over as quickly. And that is the part that is similar. I think anyone who's a designer who has a team, knowing that the real power is in you being able to set the vision, remind them of the standards of excellence that you want to deliver, remind them of the North Star of that family and what problems we're trying to address, and then giving them the freedom and space to give you something to react to, but also knowing that they're going to have to be able to make decisions on the fly at times without checking in with you, that you're confident that we've talked enough about why we're doing it, that you can fill in the gaps. And that is the part that is similar. It's just the pace and timeline at which we're doing that's really compressed. We have a loose plan. We have ordered and over-ordered. We've over-ordered. So essentially what happens is we build a small city that is located in the new area where the family will live. We set up, Wendell has what we call is an area called Art World, where all the carpenters are, there are tents, there's equipment, there's extra materials, because again, we're coming up with things on the fly. And then we essentially have an idea of a space plan based on what we've learned and investigated about the family and some scout photos that we found, but we don't know until the home tour what they love. Like, we're guessing. So we kind of have to have a small retail shop on site as well, where we are like picking, okay, that's going to be the right sofa. And we're mixing and matching, and it takes an incredible amount of people to do all of that. But it is one of the most fast moving iterations of projects I've ever seen. I think I kept continuing to say as I was filming, I'm so grateful for the practice I've had in the real world. I don't think you could fake this. I don't think you could as quickly process information and be confident in decisions if you didn't do that on the regular everyday. We just never do it with that much speed. And so, to really be able to consume, process a lot of information about the family, about the project, about our limitations, about what we have, and then still on the other end of it, 5 days later, come out with a home that they always say, oh my gosh, I love, like, because you're guessing, like, you're not interviewing them and saying, do you like this or that? They would be overwhelmed. So you are having to make decisions on their behalf, and you know that they trust you. You're just like not sure until the end whether you got it right. So it's really an incredible experience. I was bound and determined to have my clients be excited for me with this opportunity. And so we did the pilot, which I could not talk about to anyone, in the fall of 2023. And I just thought that was going to be one and done. When we got a sense that the network might want to give us a full season, I spent from January through August preparing my team, preparing our processes, and working on our projects to make sure that I got them all to the point where on August 1, when I told the clients what was happening, they would be so excited because they wouldn't say, but what about me in my house? Like, they knew they were in good hands. So I worked to get every project. And it was a heavy lift, but I wanted every project to have everything they needed from me to get that stamp of approval from the creative direction. All the design presentations had been done. Everything that needed to be like, you need to see me and I'm moving it, that was either done or baked before August 1. Then when I share with the clients that you won't see me as much, but you'll see my team or interact with someone from my team or be in the hands of the contractor at this point doing execution, they were so happy for me because of how I could frame that for them. And then anything that was left over after we finished filming, then I rolled right back into it to check on the project statuses. So I could not have asked for the timing to work out better. What I am so proud of with the way we deliver the home to the family is everything is finished. So this show is not TV magic, like, oh, you see 3 rooms and the rest of the house isn't finished or their boxes or whatever, or there's a production crew. No. Every inch of the house is complete. And not only is it complete, like it's all been done, but the home edit team has organized every single drawer, cabinet, door, closet, color-coded, labeled, in every room, including the garage. Everything is done. So that's one thing that I thought people knew, but that's real. Number 2, the fact that we're giving people a new house is overwhelming and sometimes has financial impact. We actually leave them, and I don't know if you get to see this on episode because I think it's kind of like, I don't know if they mention it or they don't want to be over the top with beating it over your head, but we give the family, and I say we partner with Taylor Morrison, the Bill team, and First Horizon Bank, and they give the family a home fund, which is 6 figures, and it covers all of the costs of, maybe elevated taxes or maintenance. You have a bigger lawn, maybe you have to get the lawn cut, like all of the things that could throw the family from, I'm excited to, oh my gosh, I'm stressed, how am I gonna do this? We try to anticipate that. And so that's something that I don't know if people know, but I'm proud that we thought beyond the let's get this good TV show and leave the family and hope they are okay. They are going to have a fund that helps them be set up for success. 1, I'm an introvert. People never believe me, but I am. I promise you I am. In the deepest parts of my soul, I am. I just happen to like people, and I can be an extrovert when, it's the right setting. So I don't know, maybe I'm an ambivert, but truly, if you ask me what I would love to do right in this minute and in most minutes, it would be to curl up on that couch with a blanket and my Kindle and read for hours and never have to talk to anybody, and I would feel so fulfilled. So fulfilled. And people who have met me, you'd be like, really? That's me. That's my jam all the time. Conversely, they would probably also be surprised to know I love to dance. I love to dance. Most people don't get to see me dance, but I love to dance. So if I have to be with people in a crowd and they play music, I'm the first person on the dance floor doing a body roll or something. Like, that's just me.